Hello, and he is risen, everyone. Welcome to your weather forecast. I'm your weather forecaster. My name is Mr. G, also known as Dooley Godot. That's my name. But as we get into the weather forecast, I hope you guys had a great weekend and a wonderful Easter. We're going to talk about your weather forecast for your Monday morning tomorrow and into the upcoming work week. So I'm going to make sure that you guys get off to a great start here and are weather prepared and know what's going on and what to expect and how to dress as you head on out the door tomorrow morning to go to work and school. So as we jump into that forecast, here's a look at our birth map. And this is the current conditions out there across the southwest as we have rainfall as an atmospheric river storm is making an impact down here in Southern California. And we're looking at rain coming in off the coast there. We're seeing some rain showers down across LA, Orange County, and into San Diego County. And some of those showers are even moving across Arizona. So we're seeing some heavier rain over Phoenix and towards Tucson as well. And we're also looking at snow up across the Mogollon Rim. So Flagstaff, Show Low, Pine Top in Arizona is looking at some snow right now. We're also seeing some snow through parts of Colorado to the west of Denver. In the mountains, we're looking at some snow. And we're also seeing some snow up there across eastern Utah. So over the eastern areas of Utah, we're looking at some snow right now. So a lot of wintry weather still to be had. I know that down in here in Mammoth Mountain, they picked up 2 feet of snow from this storm, as we are seeing some snow in the Southern California mountains around Big Bear and Mount Baldy. And we're seeing some snow up across the Sierra Nevada as well. So let's move on to your next map here. And we're going to be looking at how much rainfall is yet to still fall across Southern California. We're looking at snow out there across the mountains, the San Gabriel and the San Bernardino mountains. We're seeing some snow. And we got about a ½ inch of rain still yet to fall. ½ inch to maybe up to an inch of rain across parts of the Southland, and we're going to see that rain continue for the remainder of the day and into the evening hours. We're going to see that rain shift to the east in the overnight hours tonight. So tomorrow we should be off to a good day to start you guys off for the upcoming week. And then we still have a flood watch posted across the Southland. So we're looking at a flood watch from San Luis Obispo County down into San Diego County down here. We have the flood watch in place. And we have a potential for some flooding across southern Arizona. So Sierra Vista, Tucson, Gila Bend, Phoenix, all the way up to Prescott, we have the potential for flooding from some of the heavier rain, and we're going to be seeing that potential for flooding. And this is going to be through the remainder of today and into your day on Monday, where we still have the potential for some flooding from this latest storm. So we have that cross-country storm that's going to be moving across through the plains tomorrow, and that low-pressure center is going to be emerging across the central and southern plains. So Kansas and Oklahoma, North Texas, we're going to see this area of low pressure moving to the Ohio Valley into your Tuesday and eventually into Canada. By the time we get to Wednesday, we're going to be seeing that low over the interior portions of New England and the St. Lawrence River Valley along the U.S. and Canadian border there. We're going to be seeing that area of low pressure, and that's going to be bringing some snow across that part of the country as well. So we're going to see heavy snow into parts of New England and eastern Canada. So get ready for another round of heavy snow in the higher elevations of New England. So the mountains of upstate New York, the mountains in Vermont and New Hampshire, and across Maine, we're going to be seeing snow over parts of that region. And we might even see some snow into parts of south central New York, north central Pennsylvania, and then through the interior portions of Pennsylvania and more towards southern New York, and we can see some snow, and into parts of western Massachusetts as well. Some snow is going to be possible with this storm system, and through as we head into the middle to the end of the work week next week. So get ready for that as that storm system travels across the central part of the U.S. and into the Ohio Valley, and then eventually into eastern Canada and the interior of the Northeast. And here we are today. We have a severe weather potential here across parts of the Midwest. So as we're looking at this map here, we're seeing that potential pretty safe. We're looking at a slight risk for severe thunderstorms across parts of southwestern Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, parts of central Illinois, and into northeastern Missouri, and to southeastern Iowa. We're going to see the potential for severe thunderstorms, as we're going to see that potential there for this afternoon, for the later in today. We should have seen, we've been seeing some of this activity developing, and we're going to see the potential for tornadoes across parts of Missouri, Illinois, and into Indiana and northern Kentucky around the Louisville area. We're going to see the potential there for some tornadic thunderstorms. So we're going to be on the watch out for some of that activity as well. With my blurry camera, once again, it's the bright lights, and the camera don't always respond the best to it, but it is what it is. So we have the potential for damaging winds and large hail across the Midwest as well. So Missouri, central Illinois, central Indiana, Ohio, parts of West Virginia, down to Virginia and Kentucky. We're going to still see the potential for some large hail as well. So 1 to 2 inch diameter hail is going to be possible with some of these thunderstorms this afternoon and into the evening hours. And here is where we're going to see for tomorrow, where we have a pretty significant severe weather threat possible, and we're going to be seeing severe thunderstorms from the Ohio Valley down to parts of the southern plains into Texas, where we can see some severe thunderstorms that could produce tornadoes, large damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour, and some large hail. 1 to 2 inch diameter hail is going to be possible with some severe thunderstorms into your Monday afternoon and evening across parts of the Midwest yet again. And we're going to see that severe weather threat shift a little bit further to the east through more of the Ohio Valley into your Tuesday, but we're going to see that severe weather threat down across the southern Mississippi Valley and into the deep south there down by the Gulf Coast, where we have the potential for some severe weather that could produce large hail, tornadoes, and damaging winds in excess of 65 miles per hour. And we can also see some heavy rain that could lead to some flash flooding down there across parts of the deep south and up into the Appalachia and towards the Ohio Valley, where we're going to see that pretty significant threat for severe weather on Tuesday. And here is a look at that future cast, and we're going to be seeing that low pressure moving to the Ohio Valley, and it's going to kind of float around up here across the Great Lakes. This system is going to be weakening, but another system is going to emerge over the mid-Atlantic and move out over toward the ocean. So we're going to see a strengthening low emerge across the Appalachian Mountains, while this low dissipates here over the Great Lakes. And we're going to see that warm front here. We're going to see a strong push of moisture coming from the southeast, from the southwest, along the southeastern coast there. We're going to see a lot of moisture surge northward with this storm system as it advances toward the northeastern regions here. But we're going to see this first low eventually dissipate over the eastern Great Lakes. But we're going to have a secondary low emerge and head up the northeastern seaboard. Very nor'easter type system, where we have that second low developing along the coastal section there of the mid-Atlantic states. So if you're in the Northeast, so DC, New York, Boston, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, parts of Virginia, where you're going to be seeing some thunderstorms, maybe some severe weather possible, heavy rain, but we're going to see snow across the interior. So upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and maybe even portions of Michigan and western Pennsylvania, might even see a little bit of snow as you have a little bit of occlusion of that frontal system, because you have those two areas. You gotta have this, our weakening low, our dissipating low, and our strengthening and emerging low down here further to the south and east. And that low is going to be bringing the potential there for colder air from the northeast. So we're going to see those nor'easter conditions, and we're going to see that heavy snow. So we're going to have a snow threat will increase in New England as we head through Thursday and into Friday. We're going to see that heavy snow, but we're going to see heavy rain from Boston down to Hartford, New York, and toward the D.C. area. We're going to see rain as we head into the end of the work week towards next weekend. So again, a very big storm across the Northeast. So a very stormy week is intact across the Northeast. So Tuesday, severe weather is going to stretch from the Mid-South up through the Ohio Valley and into parts of the Mid-Atlantic. So Virginia, eastern Pennsylvania, Maryland here. We're going to see some severe weather, so that could create some issues as they continue the progress and the work to clean up from the Key Bridge disaster from a few days ago. So they're still working to see if they can find the bodies of those 6 missing bridge workers, and also to begin the cleanup process of removing some of the pieces of that bridge from there in Maryland there. So some severe weather could hamper those efforts as we head into your day on Tuesday. And we're going to see that rain continue on Wednesday as that coastal low emerges and begins to make its way up the eastern seaboard there, and we're going to start to see snow begin to develop over here in New England. So Massachusetts, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, upstate New York, we're going to start to see some snow as we head into your Wednesday, and we're going to continue to see rain over the mid-Atlantic states and into parts of the Ohio Valley. We're going to see some rain and maybe some snow over parts of northern Michigan as well. Here is the rainfall amounts that we expect over the east as we head through your day on Wednesday. We're going to be looking at a good 2 to 3 inches of rain here across the mid-Atlantic. So New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, good 2 to 3 inches of rain all the way over across Ohio and into Indiana and western Illinois. We can see that 2 inches of rain, but further to the south here, Kentucky, southern Illinois, and into Missouri, all over the West Virginia and central Virginia, we got to see 1 to 2 inches of rain, and then lighter amounts further to the south. So anyway, so that'll do it for today's weather forecast. My name is Mr. G. Thank you for watching me today. Leave your likes, comments, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a follow if you're watching on TikTok, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and have a great day and a good week next week. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning with another weather forecast as we update the forecast, and I'll give you any changes that occurred in the models or overnight that could impact the forecast as we head into this upcoming week. So I'll see you then, and until then, have a good night.